7 laws that give you an unfair advantage. There are rules everyone plays by. And then there are laws the top 1% quietly use to crush the competition. These aren't loopholes, they aren't shady tricks. They are mental and strategic frameworks that once you master them make success feel almost unfair. Today, I'm going to give you 7 laws the rich, powerful, and relentlessly effective use to multiply their results while everyone else burns themselves out. And the best part, you can start using them today. Law number 1, the Pareto Principle, the 80-20th rule. 80% of outcomes come from 20% of inputs. Most people spread themselves thin. They chase every possible lead, every opportunity, every social media trend, and they end up with average results across the board. The top performers, they obsess over the 20% of activities, people, and strategies that create the majority of their results. Real example, Richard, a small business owner in Chicago, was juggling 42 clients. He was always busy, but never felt ahead. One day he sat down and analyzed his numbers. He realized something shocking. Only 8 clients were responsible for 80% of his profit. The rest were draining his energy and paying late. So he made a bold move. He let go of the bottom clients, focused entirely on the profitable ones, and used the freed up time to deepen those relationships. 6 months later, his income was up 60%, and his stress had dropped by half. How you can apply it right now. Take a sheet of paper, write down your biggest wins in the last 12 months. Deals closed, projects finished, promotions earned. Next to each, write the specific actions that made them happen. That's your 20%. For the next 30 days, double down on those actions and watch the results compound. Law number 2, Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. If you give yourself a month to finish a task, you'll take a month. If you give yourself a day, you'll be surprised at how much you can do. Story. In 2002, a tech startup in San Francisco needed to launch their product before a competitor. The engineers estimated 6 months to finish. The CEO gave them 6 weeks. They cut unnecessary features, eliminated endless meetings, and focused purely on launch-critical work. The result? They released on time, beat their rival, and secured millions in investment. How you can apply it? Pick one important task today. Whatever time you think it will take, cut it in half. Turn on a timer and work without distraction. You'll find that urgency is the ultimate productivity tool. Law number 3, the law of diminishing returns. Beyond a certain point, each additional unit of input yields less and less output. At first, more effort equals more reward, but push too far and the return drops, sometimes to 0. Example, think about working out. If you lift weights 3 times a week, you'll see progress. If you try to lift weights 3 times a day, you'll burn out, injure yourself, and actually lose strength. In wealth, an investor I knew once spent 14 hours a day glued to his trading screen. The first few hours each day were his most profitable. The rest, he made bad trades out of fatigue, wiping out the gains. How you can apply it? Ask yourself, have I hit the point where extra effort isn't worth it? If yes, stop. Redirect that energy to a fresh, high-return activity. Law number 4, the Pareto Principle. In a hierarchy, people rise to their level of incompetence. In other words, you keep getting promoted until you reach a role you can't handle. Example, I once coached a brilliant sales manager named Claire. She was promoted to director, a job requiring budgeting and analytics, skills she'd never developed. She struggled for months, nearly burning out. When she finally took courses in finance and data analysis, she became one of the top-performing directors in her company. How you can apply it? Anticipate your next role before it arrives. Learn the skills now, so when opportunity knocks, you're already qualified. Law number 5, Goodhart's law. When a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. When a company makes number of calls the target, employees make more calls but quality drops. When social media influencers chase follower count, they can buy fake followers, but real engagement collapses. Example, one entrepreneur I know stopped tracking monthly revenue as his main metric. Instead, he tracked customer lifetime value, the total profit from each client over time. His short-term sales dipped, but his long-term profits exploded. How you can apply it? Ask, am I chasing the metric or the meaning behind it? Always focus on the real-world value, not vanity numbers. Law number 6, Gall's law. A complex system that works is invariably found to have evolved from a simple system that worked. This is why big, complicated businesses fail if they try to start big. Example, Amazon didn't launch with 100 product categories. It started as a simple online bookstore. Once the system worked, it grew into the everything store. How you can apply it? Strip your business idea to the simplest version that works, the minimum viable product. Launch that. Improve over time. Law number 7, the principle of least effort. Zipf's law. People will choose the path of least resistance in any system. If you want people to take a certain action, make it the easiest one. Example, Netflix didn't just beat Blockbuster because of streaming. They made watching movies one click away. How you can apply it? Want to save money? Automate the transfer to your savings account. Want to eat healthy? Put healthy food within arm's reach. Success becomes default when the right choice is the easiest choice. The average person fights these laws. The wealthy, they align with them. If you start applying even one of these laws today, you'll see a shift. But if you apply all 7, you'll be playing a completely different game, with completely different results.